The scene shifts, and we see Ye Tian cultivating at home. Ye Tian was surprised to see the effects of his strength talent. His strength talent gave him 10 times of his normal strength. Ye Tian realized that with his current strength he could face a great martial warrior who just stepped into the realm. Yi was annoyed to see her brother cultivating. She told him that he always sits like a statue when he returns from a trip. Ye Tian did not respond to his sister. Yi was annoyed to see this. She assumed that Ye Tian was acting high and mighty. She asked Ye Tian to talk to her. Ye Tian did not say anything. Yi could not believe that her brother was ignoring her. She told Ye Tian to not blame her for her next action. Yi walked into the kitchen and picked up a salt jar. With a devious look on her face, she began to pour salt into the food she was cooking. After Ye Tian finished cultivating, Yi served him different dishes. Ye Tian was shocked to see so much food. Yi told her brother that she made the food for him because he is always working hard whenever he goes on a mission. Ye Tian was touched by Yi's words. With a smile on his face, Ye Tian told his sister that he will finish the food. Before Ye Tian could touch any of the dishes, he hears someone ring his doorbell. Ye Tian stood up to check who was at the door. Yi panicked when she saw her brother stand up. She asked him to taste the food before he checks the door. When Ye Tian opened his door, he saw someone unexpected. Ye Tian saw Captain Gail Wolf standing at his doorstep with a green bag at his back. Gail Wolf greeted Ye Tian with a bright smile on his face. Ye Tian allowed Gail Wolf to step into his house. He asked Gail Wolf to tell him the reason for his visit. Gail Wolf told Ye Tian that he came to give him his share of the loot. Gail Wolf opened his bag to show Ye Tian the loot which he brought. Ye Tian was surprised to hear that Gail Wolf visited him for such a reason. He told Gail Wolf that it is better he shares it among his team. Gail Wolf gave Ye Tian the bag. He told Ye Tian that his team has already taken their share. Ye Tian forcefully accepted the loot. Ye Tian asked Gail Wolf to eat with him. He told Gail Wolf that he has something to ask him. Gail Wolf gladly accepted Ye Tian's offer. He told Ye Tian that the food looks delicious. Gail Wolf easily gobbled down Yi's food. He could not believe that the food would taste so great. He told Ye Tian that it has been a long time since he had tasty homemade food. Ye Tian asked Gail Wolf to enjoy the food. He told him that he is not very hungry. Immediately he said this. Ye Tian took his resources to his room. Yi asked Gail Wolf if the food is not salty. Gail Wolf told her that the food is actually bland. He told her that she should have added more salt. Yi was shocked to hear this. She realized that Gail Wolf was not a normal person. While eating some fruits, Gail Wolf sat down to talk to Ye Tian. He told Ye Tian to tell him his question. Ye Tian told Gail Wolf that he has been training at home for a while. He asked Gail Wolf about the progress of the monster cleaning mission. Captain Gail Wolf told Ye Tian that both the Lin Hai base and the Iron Fang base have greatly suffered. Ye Tian was surprised to hear this. He asked Gail Wolf if he is sure about the news. Gail Wolf revealed to Ye Tian that 3 great martial warriors and 50 elite martial warriors have died. Ye Tian asked Gail Wolf if the great martial warriors died fighting the mighty ants. Gail Wolf told Ye Tian that he is correct. He told him that great martial warriors were chosen to fight the mighty ant after the first raid failed. Unfortunately, this martial artist failed too. Gail Wolf told Ye Tian that the Iron Fang base got angry, so they sent a grandmaster to kill the mighty ants. Ye Tian was shocked to hear this. He asked Gail Wolf if the trade route is now free. Gail Wolf told him that it is. He told Ye Tian that he does not understand the intentions of the Iron Fang base. He asked Ye Tian if it is smart for the Iron Fang base to go through so much trouble because of a trade route. Ye Tian realized that Gail Wolf was right. He began to suspect the Iron Fang's movements. The scene shifts, and we see Ye Tian watching Gail Wolf as he leaves. Gail Wolf asked Ye Tian to go back inside. He told him that he did not need to watch him. While Gail Wolf was talking, someone watches Ye Tian from afar. The man walked up to Ye Tian and asked him about his name. The man introduced himself as Mo Yuan. He told Ye Tian that he is the butler of the Mo family. Ye Tian was surprised to hear this. He did not know what business he had with the Mo family. Yuan told Ye Tian that he came to invite him for a meal at the family's mansion. Yuan handed Ye Tian a letter from the Mo family head. Ye Tian told Yuan that he is not interested in leaving his house. Yuan was surprised to hear this. He released his energy and told Ye Tian that no one has ever declined an invitation from the Mo family. Seeing that Yuan released his energy, Gail Wolf tried to calm him down. He told Yuan that they can discuss their issues nicely. Yuan walked up to Ye Tian and placed his hand on his shoulder. He asked Ye Tian to accept the invitation nicely. Ye Tian was annoyed to see Yuan's hand on his cloth. He moved his body and allowed Yuan to slip. Ye Tian used his hand to smash Yuan's head on the ground. Gail Wolf quickly stopped Ye Tian when he saw this. Yuan stood up and ran. As he ran away, he told Ye Tian that he will pay for what he did. The two men watched Yuan as he ran away. Gail Wolf told Ye Tian that he should have not provoked Yuan. Ye Tian asked Gail Wolf not to worry. He told him that he will be fine. Ye Tian looked at his fist. He was surprised to see that he easily took care of Yuan without using a lot of his strength. Ye Tian realized that his strength talent was extraordinary. The scene shifts, and we see Yuan tearing the letter which he was supposed to give Ye Tian. With a look of anger on his face, Yuan promised to make Ye Tian suffer for what he did. In the next scene, we are taken to the Mo family's mansion. We see a man sitting on a chair while someone was standing in front of him. The man sitting on the chair was Zhang Qing, while the men were waiting for their servant. Yuan runs in. He knelt down and begged the man, who appears to be the patriarch of the Mo family. The patriarch did not understand why his butler was begging him. He asked Yuan to tell him what happened. The patriarch's name is Mo Tsangsheng. He is an elite martial warrior and the son of Zhang Qing. Yuan told his master that he delivered the letter to Ye Tian in a respectful manner. He told him that Ye Tian asked him to get lost after hearing the Mo family name. Tsangsheng was shocked to hear this. He could not believe that Ye Tian did not fear their family's name. Yuan told his master that Ye Tian tore the invite which he handwrote. He told him that Ye Tian also injured him. Tsangsheng was annoyed to hear this. He released his energy and pushed everything away from him. He could not believe that Ye Tian did not appreciate his kindness. While Tsangsheng was releasing his energy, he hears his father cough out loud. Tsangsheng quickly rushed to help his father. Zhang Qing told his son that he is fine. Tsangsheng asked Yuan to leave the room. Tsangsheng brought out a pill and handed it to his father. He asked his father to take his medication. Zhang Qing took the pill and drank some water. He told his son that he was forced to use his secret arts to escape when he fought the mighty ants. He told Tsangsheng that he accidentally damaged his core while he was trying to escape. He revealed to Tsangsheng that he will never be able to heal his core. Tsangsheng tried to encourage his father. He told him that things will get better. Zhang Qing stood up and told his son that he knows his body better than anyone. He told Tsangsheng that the Mo family will no longer have a great martial warrior once he dies. While looking outside his window, Zhang Qing told his son that it will be a devastating catastrophe if they do not have a great martial warrior. Tsangsheng told his father that Ye Tian might be waiting to get an invitation from the Lin family. Zhang Qing told his son that they must get Ye Tian no matter what. With a terrifying look on his face, Zhang Qing told Tsangsheng that they will have to capture him if they cannot invite him. Tsangsheng told his father that Ye Tian will always have the Yi surname even if he joins them. He told him that Ye Tian might not genuinely serve them. Zhang Qing brought out an elixir and told his son that the elixir will make Ye Tian serve them. Zhang Qing told Tsangsheng that the elixir has the ability to remove one's will. Zhang Qing wanted to use the elixir on Ye Tian when he visited their mansion. He told his son that they will need to use the elixir ahead of time. Zhang Qing gave the elixir to his son and asked him to store it well. Tsangsheng was surprised to see that such an elixir existed. Zhang Qing poured himself a bottle of wine. He told his son to give Ye Tian a brand new identity after brainwashing him. He told his son to tell Ye Tian that he is his illegitimate child. Tsangsheng was surprised to hear this. Zhang Qing told him that Ye Tian will be able to change his surname and join their family. Zhang Qing asked his son not to worry. He told Tsangsheng that Ye Tian cannot take his place as family head. He told Tsangsheng that he can also be Ye Tian's father if he wants to. Zhang Qing told his son that any method works as long as Ye Tian changes his surname. With a smile on his face, Tsangsheng told his father that he was not bothered. He told Zhang Qing that he was only worried about his reputation. Zhang Qing sat on his chair and ordered his son to execute the mission immediately. Tsangsheng knelt in front of his father and told him that he will give the mission to the 10 great elders. He told his father that Ye Tian will not be able to do anything in front of the elders. The scene shifts, and we see the 10 great elders running to Ye Tian's house. One of the elders stepped into Ye Tian's house and reported it through his earpiece. The leader of the elders ordered the man to simply capture Ye Tian's sister and force Ye Tian into surrendering. The man accepted the order. The leader told the man that he and the rest of the elders are standing outside and waiting to ambush anyone. He asked the man to report if he notices anything strange. The man went into a room and saw someone wrapped in a sheet on the bed. He told his leader that he has seen the target. His leader asked him to take Yu. The man stretched out his hand and tried to remove the sheet. Before the man could touch the sheet, the person sleeping threw it at him. The man quickly brings out his sword and cut the sheet in half. Immediately the man cuts the sheet. Someone grabs his neck and began to choke him. This person turns out to be Ye Tian. With a smile on his face, Ye Tian told the man that he has been waiting for him for a long time. While Ye Tian was choking the man, the leader asked the man if he has captured Ye Yu. Ye Tian choked the man to death and dropped his body. While the man was on the floor, the leader tried to contact him. The leader asked the second elder to respond to him. Ye Tian picked up the earpiece and told the leader that he has captured the second elder. He told the man that he will return the second elder to them. The leader was shocked to hear Ye Tian's voice. He did not recognize it. He asked Ye Tian for his identity. Ye Tian told the leader that he should do his best to catch the second elder. Immediately he said this. Ye Tian threw the second elder out from his window. The second elder's body got smashed on the ground. One of the elder who was on Ye Tian's building was shocked to see this. He asked his teammates to tell him what is happening. When the other elders checked the second elder's body, they noticed that he was no longer breathing. The leader asked the other elders to be careful. He told them that Ye Tian must have called for help. Ye Tian found this ironic. He told the elders that no one will defy the Mo family in the Linhai base other than him. The elders were shocked to hear Ye Tian's voice. They asked Ye Tian to come out of hiding. The elders looked around and noticed that there was no one in the open area. When the elders let their guard down, one of the elders saw a green light shine in front of him. Immediately the light shined. Ye Tian cut off his head. With a smile on his face, Ye Tian said that another one has gone down. The elders quickly realized that Ye Tian was using a shadow talent. They assumed that Ye Tian hired a shadow assassin. The elders began to spread out. Unfortunately for them, Ye Tian had a speed talent. He activated this talent and killed 2 elders with his sword. The other elders were shocked to see this. They had never heard of a shadow assassin who had such a crazy speed. Ye Tian noticed that the elders were staring at him. He closed the gap between them and used his sword to tear them apart. While Ye Tian was looking at his opponent's bodies, one of the elders tried to attack him from above. Unfortunately for the elder, Ye Tian easily dodged the attack. The elder was shocked to see how fast Ye Tian was. Before the elder could do anything, Ye Tian used his sword to cut him. After killing the elder, Ye Tian ran forward. When he got close to the rest of the elders, he used his shadow blade technique to tear them apart. While hearing his men scream in pain, the leader asked his subordinates to tell him what is happening. He begged them to respond to him. Ye Tian jumped over his building and ran to meet the leader. When he landed in front of the elders, he quickly got in position. The leader and the other elders were shocked to see Ye Tian. The leader ordered his men to capture Ye Tian. The other elders quickly rushed to attack Ye Tian. When the elders got close to him, Ye Tian took away his sword and clenched his fist. He took a stance and activated his strength talent. Ye Tian took on the attacks of the 2 elders. The elders did not understand what was going on. They did not know how Ye Tian was able to receive both their attacks. Ye Tian used his strength to push the elders back. The 2 elders flew back and smashed their heads on the ground. Ye Tian walked towards the leader. As Ye Tian came closer to him, the leader fell on the ground. He did not understand what was happening. He did not know how an elite martial warrior was able to defeat all the elders. Ye Tian recognized the leader. He asked the man if he is Xiaobei's father. He asked the man if his name is Moen. En quickly took off his mask when he heard Ye Tian call out his name. He told Ye Tian that they can sort their issues amicably. Ye Tian told him that he was the one who killed Xiaobei. Instead of getting angry, En went on his knees and told Ye Tian that Xiaobei got what he deserved. He told Ye Tian that Xiaobei was stupid to offend him. En begged Ye Tian to spare his life. He told Ye Tian that he can give him any amount of money he wants. Ye Tian clenched his fist. His fist released a small bright energy. He apologized to En. He told En that he likes to nip things in the bud. Immediately he said this, he smashed En's head on the ground. Ye Tian took off En's robe. He told En's body that he does not like to let his revenge last till the next day. He told the body that he made a mistake by trying to harm Ye Yu. He told En that he will obliterate his entire family. Ye Tian wore the robe and ran towards the Mo family mansion. The scene shifts and we are taken to the Mo family house. Zhang Qing asked his son to tell him why the 10 great elders have not returned. Song Sheng asked his father not to worry. With a smile on his face, Song Sheng told his father that nothing is impossible for the 10 great elders to achieve in the Linhai base. Immediately Song Sheng said this. Someone throws a weapon at them. Zhang Qing quickly sensed the weapon. He moved back and avoided it. The weapon crashed into the ground. Zhang Qing was shocked to see the attack. He asked the attacker to show his face. Immediately he said this. The attacker dragged the sword from the floor and brought it back to his hand. The attacker turns out to be Ye Tian. Ye Tian told Zhang Qing that he is funny. He told Zhang Qing that it is weird that he does not know him when he was the one who sent people after him. Zhang Sheng was shocked to see Ye Tian. He asked Ye Tian about the 10 great elders. With a smile on his face, Ye Tian told Zhang Sheng that he will soon join the elders in hell. Zhang Sheng was shocked to hear this. Ye Tian rushed to attack Zhang Sheng. He closed the gap between them and used his sword to slash Zhang Sheng. Zhang Sheng screamed in pain and fell to the ground. Zhang Qing quickly ran to his son. He held his child in his hands and screamed his name. Tears flowed from Zhang Qing's eyes and a different energy surrounded him. Zhang Qing called Ye Tian a bastard. Ye Tian quickly recognized the energy around Zhang Qing. He told Zhang Qing that he is using his secret art. Ye Tian recognized the secret art because he saw Zhang Qing use it to escape the mighty ants. Zhang Qing grabbed his hair and told Ye Tian that he will pay for what he did to his son. A lightning sign appeared on his forehead. Zhang Qing's body grew bigger and he ripped his robe apart. Zhang Qing entered his Super Saiyan mode. He told Ye Tian that he will kill him. Zhang Qing rushed to attack Ye Tian. Ye Tian was surprised to see how fast Zhang Qing was. Zhang Qing clenched his fist and punched Ye Tian. When Ye Tian bent his head, Zhang Qing gave him an uppercut that sent him flying. Ye Tian broke the wall and flew outside. He quickly got up and took a stance. Zhang Qing came outside, with lightning surrounding his body. Zhang Qing told Ye Tian that he will not be satisfied even if he scatters his ashes. Upon hearing how loud it was, the guards quickly come to check on their patriarch. They were surprised to see an assassin in the mansion. They quickly surrounded Ye Tian. Ye Tian found it ironic that the guards came after he killed the patriarch. He took a stance and told Zhang Qing that the Mo family is filled with idiots. Zhang Qing asked his guards to kill Ye Tian. Ye Tian and the guards rushed to attack each other. Ye Tian used his shadow blade to cut through the guards. Zhang Qing could not believe what he was seeing. He realized that Ye Tian had the combat power of a great martial warrior. Ye Tian told Zhang Qing that he wants to see how long his secret arts will last. Immediately he said this. He and Zhang Qing rushed to attack each other. As the two men got close to each other, Zhang Qing brought out a huge sword. He used the sword to attack Ye Tian. Ye Tian easily blocked the attack with his sword. While Ye Tian and Zhang Qing were fighting, two men wearing a robe see the impact of the fight from a tree. Upon seeing the scale of the fight, one of the men asked if someone is fighting a great martial warrior. The man said that the great martial warrior is very strong. The man asked the other man, who appears to be his young master, if he should take a look at the fight. The young master smiled when he heard this. He asked the man, whose name is Elder Zay, to be patient. The man took off his hood and told Elder Zay that he wants to see how everything will unfold. The man turns out to be Ming, the current head of the Lin family. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want part 9 of this video, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.